Everybody's had a great Halloween, eating some candy. If you're a little bit younger audience, hopefully you guys went out and did some trick-or-treating, had some fun tonight. But I decided to get back on some Madden 19 live streaming for you here, back with my Dallas Cowboys franchise mode. The last time we left off in this mode, I actually was streaming it on but I want to go ahead and move it back to YouTube just for this particular stream. I might still continue to stream on Twitch. By the way, look for me on Twitch at Maitland_17. You'll be able to find me there if you want to see me do more live streaming on Twitch. And also just let me know here in the comments section, what you guys want me to do. If you want me to stream more on Twitch, if you want me to keep it on YouTube and stream this on nothing else, just go ahead and let me know. But we're going to dive back into this Dallas Cowboys live stream for you. So the last time we left off in the franchise mode, we, first of all, we're in year number 2. And we're wrapping up the preseason here. We still got 2 more preseason games left. And before I started recording, I made a big change. And I'll show you what that change was. Y'all know I've been trying to get him. Welcome back, Dez. Welcome back, Dez. Look at that. Now, a lot of y'all are thinking, oh, well, what'd you trade up to give for him? Well, shut up. Okay, so I will say, to get him, I had to trade away one of our rookie cornerbacks and a second-round pick to the Indianapolis Colts. They were able to sign him in the offseason to a pretty decent contract. So, he doesn't have any more years left on his contract. So he was just signed to a 1-year deal with the Colts. So we'll see if we can keep Dez around because, look, y'all know how I feel about Dez. He should have been a Cowboy for life. He shouldn't be a free agent right now. I mean, he lives in Dallas. Jerry, you could have walked up the streets and brought him back instead of giving up a first-round pick for Amari Cooper. One of the things I was actually thinking about, just because we live in, a fantasy world with Madden, is that I might even trade to get Amari Cooper now. But I saw he was a 91 overall, so I was thinking, that'd be tough to do. He doesn't fit our scheme, but look, Dez is a deep threat receiver. He's only a 79 overall, and this is a pretty good receiving core we have here. We got Allen Hurns, we got Dez now, we got Mike Wallace. We still got some rookies here, Sergio Gutierrez, Gallup's still here, Deontay Thompson, Cedric Wilson. So we got a pretty good bunch right here. But yeah, no real significant changes from the last time I recorded. We have a new backup quarterback in Cody Kessler now. 67 overall. I wasn't really impressed with what Landry Jones was giving us, so I just decided to cold cut him. It's the preseason, it's training camp, so I feel like we can make some dramatic changes before the season starts, before the team really starts to get some good chemistry together and really starts to gel and everything like that. So let's go ahead and get weekly training started. Let's go ahead and get this taken care of and get ready for our third preseason game against the New York Jets. We're playing him at home. I think this is our first. Yeah, this is our first preseason game at home. So gotta show off for the fans. Gotta show off for the home crowd. I'm more so concerned about getting the rookies trained up in the preseason, just because we're gonna need them at the highest overall they can be when the regular season starts. And we actually, and yeah, for those of y'all that don't know, we have Shaquem Griffin now, one of the great stories of the draft. We decided he was on the trading block for the Seahawks. We needed some depth at linebacker, so I said, hey, why not go for Shaquem? Why not go for the standout UCF linebacker? So I decided to make a trade for him. And we're just going to go ahead and get ready to do this preseason game against the Jets. Now, for the first 2 preseason games, for the preseason the previous year, I decided to just play offense instead of, play the moments and stuff like that. But I'm just going to go ahead and play the full game. And I'm going to live stream for an hour and a half, maybe 2 at the most. I don't really have anything going on tonight. I've kind of wrapped up all my writing for most of the week. I still got a couple of things to do. One of the assignments I need to do is I need to do a Q&A, but the person who is supposed to be answering my questions, I don't know if he's just super busy or if he just doesn't want to email me back or what, but I asked him questions because for a Q&A, that's one of the things I do every week for the site, and he just hasn't responded yet. And, I mean, I kind of want to tell him, like, hey, I need to get your answers so I can have this at least done before Saturday.
Hey everybody, it's the coach.
Because that's when Tech plays Oklahoma. And, you know, for those of y'all that don't know, I'm a staff writer for a Texas Tech site covering all athletics and stuff like that, recruiting, football, other stuff. And I do a Q&A with somebody from a site who covers Oklahoma, and he just hasn't emailed me back. I don't know if he's just super busy. I don't know if he's had like stuff to do. I don't know. But anyway, I'm tired of talking about my problems. Let's go ahead and get ready for this preseason game against the Jets. So the biggest thing I'm obviously trying to do, while the first string offense is out there, I'm going to try to give Dez a chance to get, I mean, the thing is like, I'd say acquainted with the offense, but come on, he was here for 8 years, or 7 years, yeah, he knows the system. He knows what we're running. So I'm not too concerned about Dez not being brought up to speed and stuff like that. Like, I know he's a 79 overall, but I feel like I can get that up pretty high. I mean, for real, Jerry, in real life, you could bring Dez back for cheaper than you've given up a first-round pick for Amari Cooper that you could have used on an offensive lineman or a defensive guy. Because, quite frankly, I think that was a bad move by Jerry to trade a first-round pick. Because, I mean, I guess Jerry doesn't value draft picks as much as me, a casual Joe fan, does. But if you want to really build your team for success, you have to, you know, you have to have draft picks, and you have to draft rookies. I mean, that's just the way it goes. All right, so here we go. We got Dak going out there. Let's see what we can do here with the first-string offense. This is the third preseason game, so I would think that these guys will probably play in the first half. See what we can do.
And deliver excellent throws into tight windows.
I am going to go ahead and get Zeke going in the running game a little bit more. Because I really feel like I didn't do that last time. We're going to try to get this going, but of course, oh my God! We just got thrown back for 9 yards on the first play. Golly. The New York Jet defense is not that good. And y'all know I'm not lying. They've been pretty terrible this year. I know this is 2019 technically when we're playing, but come on. The Jets doing that? Please, give me a break. Oh, I tried to use or catch that with Hearns, but he just dropped it. Oh boy. Well, you know, the funny thing is that Hearns is an 83 overall, so he's technically a better receiver than Dez, but, you know, we could always use just more depth. I mean, come on, doesn't Dez look good back in a Cowboys uniform? I mean, come on, he looks good. He's supposed to be in a Cowboy uniform. He's supposed to be a Cowboy for life.
I don't think this is the script
he's not supposed to be cut.
For their opening drive.
And this is my world, so Dez is a Cowboy again. All right, let's see if we can get the first down here with Hearns. We caught that! Wow! Nice way to come back to it, Hearns. Nice job. Nice catch. All right. Now we're moving the ball. All right. We're going to skinny post here. See if we can get something down the field.
On third down, very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL?
Oh.
The better a route runner you
are,
the more confidence you're...
He caught that one too, yes! Nice job. Nice catch, Hearns. Came open over the middle. I'm going to give it to you, boy. I'll tell you what, you know, one of the things that was interesting is that when the Cowboys first signed Alan Hearns, of course, Dez was still here. And Hearns really talked about how excited he was to be paired with Dez, you know, along with Terrence Williams and the rest of the guys to, you know, form a pretty good receiving corps, a solid receiving corps. And by the way, I actually did trade away Terrence Williams. I remember. I traded him to the Seahawks to get Shaquem Griffin. And I think I also gave him, maybe I gave him a low-round pick. I can't remember. You know, I don't really want to be trading away a bunch of draft picks just to build my team, just to build the Cowboys the way I want to. There's one pick that's untouchable, and it's my first-round pick. I'm not giving that up. Unless I really want to go after a dominant defensive player, maybe a linebacker, corner, or safety, because we still have Earl Thomas. So, you know, I mean, this is really the way that I wanted this team to be built this year. You have Dez, you have Earl Thomas, and, you know, I just feel like this is the way it was supposed to be.
And they will not get a chance
Maitland's
to
the owner,
return
not
this one
Jared.
as it's through the end zone for
All right,
the
well,
touchback.
we
So now here comes the
obviously with me
Jet
talking,
offense
I
as they
completely
get ready
didn't
to
react to
take
the fact that we
over.
scored a
Under
touchdown
center
in our
will be
first
the
series.
Southern California
And here we go. We got
native
Sam
standing at
Darnold
6'4",
trotting out here.
Sam
No
Darnold.
longer a
I
rookie,
love how he exploded
a
on the
one-year
national
vet
scene
out
his
of
redshirt
USC.
freshman year when
So let's
at
see
the
what
beginning
Sam
of the
Darnold can
season,
do.
he
I
was
guess they
not
didn't.
named
I
the
guess they
starting
decided not to
quarterback,
bring
but
in
when
another
USC was
quarterback
struggling,
to challenge
he
him
got
for
an
the job.
opportunity, and by the end of the
Because
year,
I think that the
the
Jets
Rose
are probably
Bowl
going to do that in the
MVP,
next
an
draft.
epic shootout with Penn State, and put him on the NFL
All right,
radar in a big
come on,
way.
D. Let's see what we can do here against Sam Darnold.
A first
Come on,
down
get in there, get
throw,
penetration.
Darnold. He hits Jermaine Kearse.
They found
A
Kearse
good
over the middle.
pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Now,
I
Charles,
thought about
what's the
getting
mindset
Jermaine
here
Kearse in
offensively?
fantasy,
You
but
gave
I
up
have
the
plenty of
touchdown
receivers
pretty
on my
quickly.
fantasy roster,
Would it have changed if you had gotten to stop
which is
it? It would be
completely
0-0
unrelated
right now, or no?
to the subject
I
at
wouldn't
hand.
think so. I think in most cases,
But yeah, I
just
do play
down a
fantasy
touchdown,
football,
you
too.
know, I mean, we're
It's
just
fun.
getting started here. Should
I've
go
won like
really
3
good.
consecutive
You think
games
to
after I
yourself,
started
stick with
like
the game plan, all the things
I'd
you
say like
worked
2
on
and
in
3.
practice, but you have
And I won the
certain
league
teams
championship
that
last
when they
year, so
get
I'm
down,
starting out.
their
So
natural
I'm
tendency
starting to
is
gain
to
some momentum.
aggressively strike
That's
back.
bad news
And
for
let's see if
anybody
they
in
wanna
my
get
league.
outside of the game plan we
Right now I'm
expect
5 and 3,
and try
and
and be
I'm tied for
aggressive on their
first in
first
my
series.
division.
And the Buffet boys, the O-line.
But I will
Hopefully
say,
they're
I don't
ready
just play fantasy
Listen,
football
you
and
gotta
play
feed
video
them
games all the
first.
time.
But if you do,
Like,
you usually
if
get
you're
a
just
great
checking out the channel
product
for the
out on
first
the
time,
field,
that's
and when
beyond
they
what I
play
do.
well, the quarterback
I
can't wait to
gotta
feed
go
them
to work
afterwards.
Saturday and film
They'll run it now out of the
Tech
gun.
versus Oklahoma.
And he will have a
It's
first
going to be a
down
night game
here
on
at
ESPN.
about the
I'm really
40.
looking forward to that.
It'll go as a
Mostly
game
I'm looking at the
6
fact that I can
time,
actually
and it moves
enjoy
to change
about
as
half of
well.
my Saturday still.
Plenty of things to talk about
Because
here,
by
partner, but
Friday,
to me,
with all the writing
their
I do during
defense
the
gave
week,
up
I'm
a
just
touchdown
tired
on
of
the
staring
first
at the computer
drive.
screen.
How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big third down pickup to keep their
All right,
drive
come on,
alive.
D.
Darnold
Come on.
on first down. Complete out right to
Play.
Kearse.
There we go.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. And
And
it'll
old
go
Thomas,
as a
I
gain
think,
of
was
11
credited
and
with
a
the
Jets
tackle, but
first down.
that's no big deal.
I like the screen being
It's only
called here
preseason, boys.
early
We
in the
still got
game, especially on the
time
opening
to
drive because,
get some
Brandon,
things corrected. And
when
this is the
guys
third
come out of the
preseason game,
locker
so
room,
this is the
especially
dress
as pass
rehearsal
rushers, they are so
for the regular
amped up to
season.
get
So
to the
I'm
quarterback
hoping that I can
that you
play
can
well
use
on
that
both
against
sides of
them.
the
The
ball in
screen
this game
passes
and
are
really
great
give some
doing
momentum
it.
for the
A
first
lot
stringers
of
going
teams
into
against good pass rushing
going
teams,
into the regular
they want to
season.
run the screen 10 to 12
That pass
times
was
in a game.
completely off target, thrown by
First down,
Donald.
but this one winds up to be incomplete. And this defensive
Not a whole lot of
line will
changes
be
on
looking to
defense.
control the
Coney
point of
Ely was
attack.
released
And
in
that's
real
what
life,
they've
but
done
we kept him
throughout this
here.
season. This is a terrific
I thought about trading
unit.
Joe
They play
Thomas. I was going
together
to try to
very,
trade
very
him with the
well,
Colts to
and they
get
don't
Dez
permit
because
big
they needed
plays
an
to
outside
happen.
linebacker, but they didn't bite on that. So I just ended up
After the
giving them, like I
incomplete
said, one of
pass
my
here
rookie
now is
cornerbacks
second
who
and
really
10.
isn't going to play much this year. I think he was a third-round pick. He was also a 78 overall, so his potential is there to be good. But my first-round pick was a cornerback too, and I did not trade him. I think his it's like a Millard or something like that, which is I don't know 100% if that guy's a real player or not, because with the draft class that I just used for 2019, some of the players are real, but some of them probably were not 100% accurate. But that's what I do like about franchise, that you can have custom draft classes and you can basically create what the real-life draft is going to look like. Like, I'm going to have to check it out. I don't know if anybody's uploaded something like that yet. But if there's a 2020 class available, I'm going to see if I can download that and get some, you know, technically juniors or sophomores now who are going to be in the NFL draft the following year. I know I'm thinking ahead, but it is what it is. Well, the good thing is that we forced the Jets into a punt, so we'll get the ball back.
Back to receive it, Deontay Thompson.
Griffin there on the punt return right there. All right. So we had a pretty good opening drive with Dak throwing a touchdown to Allen Hurns. As you can see right there, he made a couple of nice catches on that drive to get us in the red zone. And that one was one-handed. That was like a 3rd and 19. He came back towards the ball. That was a big play. So let's see if we can give Dak a little bit more confidence and have him continue to build on what he did on that first drive. In the first 2 preseason games, I really didn't play that well with him. He just didn't really play very well. We got Jeff Swain open. Here we go. Rumble and stumbles his way for a solid gain in the first down. We are moving the ball very well on offense in this first quarter. Actually about to wind down in this one. The quarter, at least, not the game.
But a guy of his size can't really hide it. But the tight end drag route, definitely an
Pretty
effective
open
way
here
to
with
sneak him
Zeke.
across
There we
the
go.
field.
Nice run.
Completion and a first down.
And they'll get him down.
Gained a lot of
as
those yards
he's
back that we
inside
lost
the
on
40.
that first play that we
17
run. Literally the
yards
first
on
play
the
we lost
pickup
9
there.
yards.
The drive will continue.
I don't remember the last time I saw
This
Zeke
stage
do
of the
that.
game, the run pass numbers are a little bit out of
But I don't
whack, 'cause
know. I
most
mean,
of
the
their
Cowboys
yards
offense is
come through
pretty
the air.
anemic right now. So
But
if
in
y'all
a
remember a
sense,
time
that
where he
just
did that,
sets
let
up
me
for big
know.
runs like that, 'cause the defense might
You
be
know,
a
I
little
think
bit off
actually
balance. They
in the
pick up
final
another
regular
first
season
down with
game
that
last
run.
year against
And before
Philly,
they
where
can get
Dallas
settled
won
in,
6-0
time
in a
expires.
slugfest, I think they were
On the
trying to give
first
Zeke a
quarter of
touchdown to
action.
end the year just to make
7-0
him
is
feel
our
good coming off
score.
the
We're back
suspension
to
because it had been his
Arlington
second
in
game
just a
off of
moment.
it. And they tried to go into the end zone, and they just completely were not
on
able to.
EA
And then they kicked a
Sports
field
is
goal with Dan
presented
Bailey and
by
missed it.
Snickers. You're not you and you're hungry.
The
Snickers
last
satisfies.
regular season
Sitting
field goal
alongside
attempt he
Charles
had as a
Davis, I'm
Cowboy.
Brandon Gaudin, as it is Cowboy football to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here.
In this
for
moment,
the
we still
first
have Dan
down.
Bailey because
Back-to-back
Brett Maher
good
is
plays
not
have
in the
him on the
game.
move on first down.
But I'm not saying that I'm not looking into, I'm not, everybody is expendable here when it comes to my
Prescott looks
franchise.
to throw on first.
If they're not playing well, then
Take
I'm going to
him
look
down. The
somebody
Jets
else.
get in there for the sack.
We took a bad sack there from Dak. Dez, I thought was going to be open over the middle, but he came open just a little bit late.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice
I want
game
Dez to
on
get
the
at least
previous
one catch
play,
this
but gave
time.
about half the yardage
Just
back
welcome
on
him
the
back
sack.
the right way.
Excellent pressure up front. Miller.
Golly, come on, O-line, you guys got to block.
Again.
Now it's 3rd and freaking country mile.
They'll need a big
All right,
play
come on,
here.
Dak.
Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack? It's 3rd and
Oh,
long.
oh boy. All right, come on, I need time. I thought that was going to be a fumble. Golly, that was just ridiculous. Almost got sacked on 3 consecutive plays. God, O-line, you guys got to block. What are we paying you for? You're paying us to stand around. No, I'm not. I'm paying y'all to block.
And that hits at the 6 and carries into the
Anyway.
end zone for a touchback.
Well, we're back on defense.
Now the Jet offense about to take over as they head out
get what you
onto
get.
the field. The crowd
All right,
maybe
come on,
losing
D.
just a little bit of the edge
We're
after
playing the rest of the
back-to-back
first half,
punts.
and you
They
guys
want some
call
big
it
plays. They want to see
Call
some
it 9.
offense. They want to see somebody break
Jeff
away,
Heath
whether
almost
it's
picked
through
that
the
off.
air or on the ground.
Woo.
Now
That was
it'll be
close.
interesting to see where the patience is
Very
on
close.
both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could
I
put
like
your team in some
our,
jeopardy?
secondary we have.
On second
solid.
down, Williams.
Oh,
And he
I
gets
missed
it
the
here
tackle,
right
but
around the
fortunately I just
24
tripped him up
before he's
enough so
out
he
of
ran out of bounds.
Call it a gain of 4.
4 yards,
Leave
all
it
right.
with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
All right, let's go, D. 3rd
When
and
you
6.
find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator,
Excuse me.
I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Now it's Darnold.
Pick! There we go. Pick 6. Let's go, Awuzie.
Chidobe Awuzie with a pick.
And it's a touchdown. A pick 6 for Cheeto. There we go. Let's go, boys. Nice.
3rd down, passing down. They throw the extra defensive back in there for a nickel package.
Terrible
It worked
throw
out.
by Darnold.
And it's not anything that
Golly,
you would
there
think
was
is
no
just great
receiver out
strategy.
there.
It's just that when you have 5 defensive backs on the field and an offense
good.
passing down, it's a lot tougher to complete
No, I
a
didn't,
pass.
barely,
And
but
at
it's
that
still
point,
hooked.
they
It's
completed
still
it
hooked.
just to the wrong team,
Is there really
and it
wind
cost
in
them
this
6
stadium?
points.
Like, do we leave the
Extra
roof
point
open for
was
some
hooking,
reason?
but
Yeah,
he
look at
does
that.
make it through.
We're in a
It's now
dome. This
14
shouldn't.
to
Yeah, and the roof is closed. Why is it like? Oh, it's not closed. Okay, I lied. I thought it was
This
closed for a
fielded at
minute,
the
but I
2.
just saw a glimpse of the ceiling. It's not
They'll
closed. So.
take this across the 25.
It's
Couple
open.
Extra yards up to the 27
But then again, the
yard
Cowboys
line.
don't really keep the roof open very much. I feel like they really
out
close
now
the
come
roof
Jets.
more often for
And
games.
this is a unit that, to be
which
frank, doesn't look
deflates,
like they've
you
woken
know,
up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover
miss
on
the
their
old
first 2
Texas
drives.
Stadium. I
And I
really
think
do.
the game's starting to take shape
That was
a
just a
little bit
different
now,
looking
and I'm going to take
stadium.
it to the basketball world.
You know, it was a dome, but it had a hole in the roof.
Get it to their best player, right?
So,
Find the matchup, create it.
you know, it's just
exploit
very
it,
different.
and
It was
try to move the
unique.
football.
7 yards
I'll
on
tell you
the
what,
pickup
Tex
there,
Schramm
and
knew
it'll
what he
leave
was
them with
doing.
a
He
2nd and 3.
wanted to move into that new stadium.
But no matter how
I'm
they
not saying the
phrase
old
it,
Cotton Bowl
staying
with the
on
Cowboys
schedule,
first play
staying
was
ahead
all
of the
that
sticks,
was all that
whatever you
bad,
wanna
but
call it.
it was still
7 yards on first
you know
down.
it was a college
And
bowl
they'll get it
stadium,
out near the 40
and
to
you
the
know
39.
NFL players they don't like
They
playing
get
at
5
college
out of that one, and it
stadiums.
moves the chains.
Although the Coliseum with the Rams now,
So many
then
teams
again
want to
because the
throw
Rams
the
are
ball in
winning,
this situation
that's drawing a lot of
nowadays,
attention.
But I love
One of the
watching
things,
teams
and
that
I've
has
talked to my
enough
roommate
confidence to go
about
ahead
this
and
because
run
he's
the
a big
football.
LA
In
Rams
that
fan.
situation,
You know,
it's
when
almost a
he
tendency
found
breaker.
out that LA was getting a football team, well, now there's two, but at first it was the Rams in St. Louis. He really felt like that it was just a bad move because in the entertainment industry, which is Hollywood, it's just very tough for sports teams to get national recognition.
Some runs are blocked so well.
You know, you got Fox Studios, you got Hollywood, you got that whole thing. But sports, you know, it doesn't really grab the entertainment industry like the actors and actresses that are going down, you know, Boulevard and everything like that.
That's Anderson. And he'll take it down.
Just all the actors and actresses are getting attention.
They just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8.
But now that the Rams are, since the Rams are successful, it looks like the Chargers are actually solid too now.
2 minutes to go here in the first
you know, it seems like that the Rams are kind of eating into that a little bit. But I still think when it comes to the most popular teams in Los Angeles, the Lakers are still up there. And of course, if they sign LeBron, they're definitely, they're arguably the most popular attraction in LA, even with the Rams having success.
Coming up later this weekend.
But that's just my opinion. All right, let's go, D. 2-minute warning. The Jets are trying to get something on the board because they're down 14 points. There we go. Make the tackle, Byron. There you go.
Down at the 44-yard line. Give him 2 yards
second down
on that
here.
play, and that'll make it a second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
He got it so bad with the screen. Way to make the tackle there, Jalen. At least he didn't let him get free for a touchdown run because it looked like he was going all the way. Who is that? I don't even know who that is.
That was a beautifully executed screen.
Oh, Spencer Ware? Spencer Ware? I think it is him. I could tell by his number and his helmet for some reason.
Out in front. Completed
Wow.
the pass beautifully.
Did not know that they had
space. The big guys leading the way.
To throw is done.
I think I also saw to the right they have Willie Snead too, who was with the Ravens this year. I guess they cut him or he was just on a one-year deal.
This is how you shape the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Another pick? Thank you, Darnold. Sean Lee gets one. Nice job. All right. We've had 2 picks in this half. One went for a touchdown.
Do their best to never
Awesome.
count a score in their head before
All right,
the ball
we're
goes
cooking
in the
now.
cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come
There you go, Dez.
empty.
How to get you that one catch, buddy.
5 yards on the catch there brings up
Let's run the hurry up here.
Second and 5 after the
still got
5-yard
some time.
completion on first down. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. They went for a big
deep.
play through the air on second
Didn't
down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third. These offensive starters still
Well,
out there in the second quarter. You would think the plans for them to at least play into the third quarter, if not all the way through it.
Yeah, it might go by feel. If they have a really good first drive to start the third quarter, they might pull them after that. If not, might leave them out there a little bit longer, but I'll guarantee this. They'll be gone by the start of the fourth quarter.
Have Dez run slant.
Prescott from the gun on third.
Go, Dez.
Completes it to Bryant.
Call
And
timeout.
he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here.
All right,
as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
Burns
Prescott
on
on
that
first
route.
down.
It's not as open as I would have liked,
And
but
some room to maneuver. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. And
ran the ball, didn't get out of bounds like I wanted, so
and a timeout. As they
we only got 30
right at the
seconds left,
32nd
so
mark
maybe
of
just a
this
field goal
first
here
half.
would be okay.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot.
I
Here's
don't
second and a
100%
yard from the
know
34.
if you're going to have the starters playing more in this game.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted.
Gosh.
35.
Stevens jumped the route perfectly there. That's my own fault. I got too greedy. I mean, I thought that was a good hot route call for Dez. Just run the little slant and out, and just get the first down and keep the drive moving. But it just didn't work. But David Irving gets a sack and a fumble. Get it! Yes, we got it! Wow, David Irving somehow got it, and there's 20 seconds to go. Wow, so we turned it over, and we turned it over, and then they just did it right back. Trophy earned Triple Crown. Okay, cool. Must be because I got a pick six, a fumble recovery, and I guess a turnover or something like that. Don't 100% know, but I guess that was the achievement unlocked. Never been a real gaming achievement hunter, but I'll take it. There you go, Hearns. Juke him out of his shoes. There you go. Let's call timeout with 7 seconds left here. And we're definitely in Bailey's range, so let's just go ahead and kick this field goal to increase our lead. And I don't understand how the wind is blowing in a stadium like this, even though the roof is open. But it doesn't matter because we kick the field goal and we're up 17-0 on those Jets. There's 3 seconds to go. They're not going to do anything really.
It has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball,
right.
Fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
This fielded at the 2.
What you going to do? Nothing. That's what.
So we have come to halftime.
Well, that's the end of the first half, and we're up 17-0 on the Jets. Overall, other than the interception I threw with Dak, first string has looked pretty sharp. Dez got a couple of catches. He looks perfectly fine. Allen Hearns was the big play guy, though, in the first half. He had a touchdown.
And then we start for real a week after
defense played the first half too. Shinobi Awuzie got that pick 6. That was a big boost. And we got a fumble recovery. We got another interception. So, yeah, defense is balling out in the dress rehearsal, and that's what we want. That's what we need to see in the third preseason game.
Welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
All right.
Fielded at the 2.
Here we go for the second half of play.
Here, he'll be stopped just shy of the
and of course, the Jets start on offense first. So let's see if they trot out Sam Darnold and the first stringers. Yep, they still got their first stringers out there. We'll probably have ours play in the third quarter as well, if that's what the Jets plan to do. Fourth quarter will probably be Cody Kessler's time. So, let's go ahead and see what we can do. All right, come on, D. Make that tackle, Heath. Nice job. Great tackle there.
Are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call? Yeah. We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out.
All right, come on. Let's go, D. Second and 2. Let's go.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold.
Pick up. Oh! Hurst got good position there. That's not much I can do about that.
His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down.
Thomas Fulton, go Cowboys. Hey, what's up, Thomas? I think you're one of my new subscribers. Welcome, man. Thank you for subscribing, and thanks for the comments. Appreciate it.
From the 50, it's
all right.
Darnold.
I got a good jump there, but no, dog it. Okay, well, I actually got distracted, no lie, while looking at my phone right there. Yeah, I don't have my laptop in the room I'm in right now, so I'm trying to, look at my feed and look at comments just because I always like to be the guy that's kind of engaging with anybody who's checking out the live stream like you, Thomas. So, I wanted to be able to look at the comment and read it and react. So yeah. So, Thomas, how long have you been a Cowboys fan, man?
So many times you hear
feel free to let me know. Wouldn't mind knowing, man.
Get your best players
I want to know, stuff about, my subscribers, people that are checking out the stream. But you don't have to tell me everything about you. I don't even know everything. I don't even know who's at it. Oh, I thought that was a play fake, but I guess they ran it up the middle. Ah. For a split second when it said 25, I thought that was Joe McKnight. But I was thinking, there's no way that's Joe McKnight because he's passed away. That's one of the saddest things I've heard. McKnight was such a talented back out of USC. This is a shame when you're... I don't remember if he was like in his late 20s, early 30s, but that was just disheartening. When you're in your 30s or even 40s, you know, you still have like the second half of your life to live, and it's all of a sudden just taken away. That's just sad. But I'm not going to get all sentimental on this channel right now, because I don't like to really do that. All right, so 4th and 15, and of course the Jets are kicking a field goal. And they missed it.
It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Who is that? That kicker looks like a created player. He really does. You know, try to lie and tell me otherwise, because he looks like a guy that you created in like career mode or something. All right, well, we still got the first string out here on offense. So let's see if we can get oh boy, Dez a little bit more, but he's covered. So I'm going to do that. I'll just dump it off to Zeke over the middle. No problem with that.
In fact, you can take the spirit away from another team.
Tempted to run the hurry up, but we're already up 17-0, and I don't want to risk another interception to Dak. So it might take a little bit easier for the rest of the game, but I still would like to see Dez get a couple more catches. Like there. So that's 3 catches right now for Dez. Doesn't he look good back in the Cowboys uniform, guys? Like, Thomas, you really think he does? I do.
But oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks
out route. There we go, Dez. I know it's third quarter, and it's like, why are you getting out of bounds? Well, let's see if we can try to run a little bit of the hurry up or something here. Just like to
from the 34 now. Here's 1st and 10.
See what we can do here. It's just so refreshing to see Dez back out here, and even if it's in a video game, I don't care.
That's Bryant.
A little bit of hurry up. Now Zeke hasn't really been used a lot in this game, but Travis, did y'all see that glitch? Travis Frederick was stuck behind Dak, and he was trying to get in his spot. That was definitely a funny glitch right there. That was pretty funny. Well, Zeke's got three rushes for 17 yards, but that's probably the last time he carried the ball.
They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
The good thing is that Dak has looked pretty solid here. And one thing that's pretty good is that we're giving the backups pretty good field position to start the 4th quarter. So we'll see what we can do in the 4th quarter with Cody Kessler at quarterback, the former Trojan, former Brown, and I think the last team he was with was the Jaguars. Yeah, he was a free agent when I started this 2019 season, so yeah.
Back now in Arlington. It's the Cowboys with a football. They'll be looking to tack onto their lead as we get set for the 4th.
And the China special right here. See how we can do with Cody Kessler. We got our rookie back in there, French. Gallup, let's see if we can get something with... Oh my God, almost threw a pick. Oh, man. I can definitely tell when I go from the lower overall quarterback to, when I change quarterbacks, overall change is so much bigger.
What would an offensive coordinator be looking for?
Got the rookie Gutierrez over there in the slot. See if we can get his first career touchdown, and we can! Sergio Gutierrez. A rookie out of, I think, West Virginia. Yeah, I think that's where he's from. Gutierrez with the touchdown right there, dishing up some food, looks like, to the offensive line. Always good to see that.
Is there bad blood that went into this one?
All right, well, let's go ahead and kick the field goal, and we are continuing to shut out the Jets. Up 24-0. Pretty easy preseason win we're heading for right now, wouldn't you say? I'd say so.
Bailey got the extra point, and the lead is now 24. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Okay. Well, this 4th quarter is all going to be about taking a look and seeing what we have with our backups in there. So you'll see a lot of the rookie defensive backs out there. Looks like they have, oh, they got Trevor Siemian as their backup quarterback. Okay. Looks like the Jets still have some of their guys in real life. Looks like they have Isaiah Crowell. Still at him, but Crowell's the backup now.
Now it's the backup Siemian.
Dump
off for Crowell.
There you go, make a tackle by Lewis right there.
Able to slip across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
All right. Well, they're going to get some
let's
yards.
face
It's
it,
fine.
they need a lot of things
Still
to
at
go right
24.
in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
About to shut these guys out. I'd like to get the shutout here. That'd be great. You always want that.
Games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time?
Taco in there right now. Come on, Taco.
On first down, it's Siemian. A screen complete to Crowell.
I don't know why Earl Thomas is still in the game, but hopefully that's the last thing he needs to make. Because we don't need you playing any more than you are already, Earl. You've already earned your spot. You're our starting safety for the defense, sure.
So they're behind schedule.
You got Shaquem Griffin in there, linebacker. And he gets a tackle right there. Way to go, Shaquem.
At the 40-yard line.
Nice job.
That catch good for 5. It's third down.
I'm glad I traded for Shaquem because it was only like a 72 overall, I believe, but he fits our scheme, and we needed some good linebacker depth. I think we just needed some just a spark in there. And why not get a spark with a guy who is playing without a hand? Shaquem Griffin's story is just great. I just love it. Just got a soft spot for him. I think 28. That's one of our rookie corners. I forget his name. I think it's if you just turn around, I can probably see back his jersey. I didn't really show it right there. Crawford almost got a sack, but didn't quite get there in time. So now we got the rookie Gutierrez on the punt return here. Let's see if he can get anything going here. He's got a little bit of speed. Let's see if he can break this tackle. He can't not break a tackle, but make a guy miss. Oh! He got a nice tiptoe down the sideline, but I thought he had a chance to break that right there. But no biggie. That was a pretty good seam right there, and a nice little juke move right there. I like Gutierrez's size, and he's definitely a deep threat sort of guy. All right, let's see if we can get things going with the rookie running back French right here, because we let Rod Smith walk. We don't have Bo Scarborough, and I think, yeah, I think the only holdover we have from when I first started this franchise is just Zeke as far as the running backs. We got Gallup coming over the middle here. Let's see if we can hit him. Come on, Kessler. There we go. All right, so it's third and 1. See if we can have French get the first down right here. Let the rookie get some. It's preseason. Let the rookies shine. Let the rookies get some. I don't really have a lot of rookies like starting. I don't really have any rookies at all starting for this season. Because I think our highest rookie is our corner, and he's like 73, but we have a bunch of corners who are better overall. I figured we could just draft like best available. That was my philosophy in the draft. All right, Gutierrez. Let's see if we can get open here. There you go. Come on, Goot. There you go. Nice catch on the sideline. Great job. All right, so we've had Gutierrez get a couple more catches in this game. I don't think he registered any in the first 2. So that's good. I think that should be one of our. I think that's one of our goals also. Drive goals is to let the rookie get some live reps here and everything as we get him with another catch. Kessler just feeding Gutierrez down the field, and
another 13 yards there.
The defense is letting us take those, so I'll take them. All right. Dalton Schultz coming open here, receiving hit him. Oh, that one got knocked away. But no big deal.
This one all over, but the shouting. We'll finish it
PA slide.
after this.
Well, so far Cody Kessler's playing better than Landry Jones, who had in the first 2 preseason games. And I just really want to make sure that if for some crazy reason, because it's happened to me when I played franchise mode before, if Dak gets hurt, if, we have a solid backup quarterback. If we don't have that, then, I feel like relying on Zeke is not going to help because they're just going to stack the box way too much. And it's going to be hard for us to get anything going in the run game, stacking Zeke like in real life. As Kessler gets drilled to try to hit Rico Gathers. But we weren't able to get that one completed, so we're going to be kicking another field goal with Dan Bailey.
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't.
That one is good. We're up 27-0.
And the lead increases even further. It's 27-0.
Obviously, I could have run the ball and just killed time off the clock, but this is also preseason, and the rookies, they need some reps and everything.
And now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And this will not be returnable.
Water
It's out
break
of the
right
back
there.
of the end zone for a touchback.
That's one of our rookie corners.
The Jets offense now
Get
works
exactly
their way
what
back
his name
onto
is,
the
but
field. They're down
maybe
late.
before the next preseason game, we'll go through and show you guys the rookie
one last
class.
drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember
Right.
playing for a guy
First and 10 for the Jets. They're just trying to get some points because they don't want to get shut out in this game.
Who cares? Let's get
Of
out
course,
of
it's
here.
preseason, so it doesn't really matter in the end. Almost sacked Simeon there. And Lee Collins came screaming up the middle from the defensive tackle spot.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
This
Right
defense
here.
was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got
Second
the
and
lead,
10 for the
fourth quarter.
Jets.
Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Back to the air, Simeon on second down.
He's wide open.
That's
That's a
complete.
pretty solid game right there.
And now prior to this 3rd and 1, we're going to get a
Stop.
timeout here.
Of course, they call
As
a
they'll head to
timeout.
the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Jets on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. They need just a yard
1 for
here.
5.
It's
That's
3rd and
putrid.
1.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
A shotgun snap
Come on.
for Simeon.
Oh, how did he snatch that out of the air? I didn't even see that receiver coming open.
Midfield down to the
I really didn't. Like, I thought he was throwing it to the guy that was going on that up and out route, but number 16 just came in and basically took it away from him. C. Hansen? I don't know who that is. He's probably a rookie.
And fantasy points.
and just to erase that.
Well, he's a
goose
backup
egg,
receiver
nobody
for a
wants to
reason.
be shut
Well,
out. Simeon now,
if I don't know him, he's definitely a
the
backup.
second half started,
I guess that's a
7-7.
philosophy I should always
It's
think
1st
about.
and 10.
Here we go. Green, 30.
But whatever. All right,
Throwing
first
again
down.
is Simeon. And
There you
that's
go.
complete to the tight end.
Tackled by
And
Xavier
he'll get it
Woods
down
up
here
there.
to the 43. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because
Second and
you're
8.
not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling him almost on the spot.
Here he goes. Crawford.
They sack him back
Nice sack right
at
there.
the midfield stripe. And
Jets
now
have
maybe they
one
want some
timeout
extra
left.
time
Yep.
to talk about this third.
Doesn't really matter, though, because
We're
this
gonna
one's
get a
over.
timeout.
This one's all but
As
wrapped
they
up.
get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
From the 50, it's
There.
Simeon.
Get off. There you go, Mark
Fires
Lillard.
one that's intercepted.
Turn upfield. Come on. Don't just, like, stop and... Okay. Well, his speed is not that great, so if he picks it off, he's probably just going to run a few yards and then go down. Get tackled by somebody. All right, well, let's just run the ball with the rookie French maybe a couple more times, and then I'll just take knees the rest of the way. I could right now, but I feel like, you know, while French is out here, I might as well give him some carries. And it all counts the same. It's just winding the clock down.
Excited about where they are in this game.
And defensive back Jamal Adams in on the stop. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well because we've seen a lot of
Well, we'll
football
take
where
a
coaches
knee
decide maybe
and
they get a little
wrap up
greedy.
this
I don't know
one.
if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up.
Actually
and
live,
wins
we
the
do have
game.
Scarborough
What
right
year
there.
was
There he
that?
is, number 36.
1978.
But he's
I
our
think it was in
third string
November.
running back. His overall hasn't really increased a lot since we drafted him, so he's third string right now. French is our backup running back, like I said. And that's the end of this one. So we get the win over the New York Jets 27-0. A pretty good game by really all aspects. Offense, defense, special teams. This was a dominant preseason win that
And how about
you
that
know,
zero
I mean, it's
on the
preseason, but
scoreboard
it
for
always
them?
feels good to have this
Going
kind of a
along with
win.
those zeros in
Lord
the
knows,
time column, too.
you know, the backups didn't play that
So
much because this
that'll
was the
do it
dress
for my
rehearsal.
partner, Charles Davis,
But
and the best
if we
darn
play
crew in
against,
the
you know, weaker
industry. I'm
teams like the
Brandon
Jets
Gaudin.
this
has been
year,
a
this game, this has got to give them
presentation
some
of the
confidence.
NFL
And
on
Dak played pretty
EA
well when he was in there.
Sports.
He had a touchdown to Hearns.
It's a win for the Cowboys.
We'll take a look at final
as we
stats
sign
once
off and say so long from
we
Arlington.
get to there. And let's go ahead and take a look at the final stats for the Cowboys. So Dak Prescott had a QBR of 109.4. Very, very solid day at the office for him. 12 of 15, 174 yards, 80% completion percentage, a touchdown. Only blemish was that interception, which was a bad throw on my part. Cody Kessler in his Cowboys debut as the backup actually had a pretty solid outing. 104.7 passer rating in only the fourth quarter, though we only played one quarter. 4 of 8, 41 yards, 50% completion percentage, and he had that one passing touchdown to our rookie receiver. Not much from the running game today. Zeke had 3 carries, 17 yards. French had 3 for 5, and Dak carried the ball once for 9 on a scramble. Allen Hurns had 5 catches for 111 yards, 22.2 yards per catch, and had 1 touchdown. Rookie Sergio Gutierrez, 3 catches, 31 yards, and a touchdown as well. Dez had 5 catches in his first game back with the Cowboys, 46 yards. Zeke had 1 catch, Gallup had 1, and Swaim had 1. Defensively, a very solid day. We got interceptions by Marsh Lillard, Awuzie, who also had a pick 6, and Sean Lee, the general, got 1. It's not often that Sean Lee gets interceptions. I feel like most of the time he just has to kind of wrestle them away, at least when I've seen him make plays. As far as tackles, Xavier Woods led the way with 6. Byron Jones had 5 right behind him. So that'll do it for preseason week number 3, and we actually get our first win of the preseason because we started out 0-2. We lost the first game against the Bills. We lost the second game. We lost the first game pretty bad to the Bills. Well, actually not really bad. We had a chance, but I just couldn't drive the team down the field with our previous our previous backup quarterback. All right. So let's go ahead and advance the week and get ready for week 4 of the preseason, I should say, which will be a heavy dose of backups, and we'll see what we have from there. But, of course, we have to cut players or add them to our practice squad, and that's something I think I can do right here.
Here are some recommendations to get you started.
All right, so let's take a look at all positions here, and let's see what we can do. So I want to go ahead and move Mike White to the practice squad. I might move a handful of guys to the practice squad, actually. So we'll move, you know what, we have 3 active running backs. I don't really want to move one in the practice squad right now. We won't do anything with Keith Smith because he's our only fullback. We'll move Cedric Wilson to practice squad. Until he develops more and his overall increases, he's going to have to stay on practice squad just in order for us to make room. But if we have an injury at receiver, we'll probably go get him, especially if we have an injury at receiver for a guy who's like in the 60-70 range. Dalton Schultz, we'll move him to practice squad as well, even though he's been in the league for a year, because we still have Gathers and Swaim at tight end. I feel like we have 2 tight ends active. We'll be just fine. Probably can't with offensive linemen, because we have 2 at each position, and we really need all of them active. Except maybe right tackle. Maybe we can move one of these guys to practice squad. No, let's not do that. I don't really want to cut anybody either. I really don't. Dorrance Armstrong Jr., we'll move him to practice squad. Still got some guys here. We don't save any money by cutting him, so we're going to leave these defensive ends alone. Defensive tackles, let's see. Jihad Ward, I don't want to deal with cap penalties right now, so we'll just leave this as is. How many other linebackers do we have? Yeah, we don't have a lot. Actually, I take that back. We still have Isaiah Irving. Let's go ahead and move Sergio Lawson to practice squad. And we're done with that. So let's go ahead and start the weekly training and get ready for our final preseason game against those Arizona Cardinals. But first, let's see if we can I mainly want to train some rookies here. Yeah, Antoine Biddle is our rookie. He was our first-round pick. Forget where he played. I think he played at Tennessee, something like that. He's 22, so, young guy. Let's see if we can get another one of our rookies some more training in here. Let's see, maybe one of our receivers if we had. No, we don't have a rookie receiver. I lied. We still have, I think we have a rookie offensive lineman. Maybe we don't. Oh, Haynes Davey. Let's go ahead and get him some training. Because we'll probably see him in this game. Because it's a 4th preseason game, and Lord knows these rookies are going to get a lot of playing time, especially in the second half. All right. So we'll go ahead and start that training. We'll go ahead and get that taken care of for this week. And we're going to be taking on the Cardinals in our final preseason game. All that stuff taken care of. But before we do that, so the Cardinals are 2-0-1, so they must have had a tie in one of their last games. As a matter of fact, let's go ahead and take a break, and let's go and take a look at what's going on around the rest of the NFL. See how everybody else is doing as far as preseason. I know it's preseason, but still, let's see what we got here. So, preseason week number 3, let's go ahead and take a look at what happened then. I don't really care about the first 2 weeks. So, the Bengals and Giants had a pretty interesting game. Bengals beat the Giants 28-24. The Colts blew out the Panthers 23-6. Pat Mahomes and the Chiefs fell 28-10 to Atlanta. That actually is probably a pretty good game. The Rams beat the Eagles 37-28. Bears killed the Lions 36-13. That's a pretty big win. Vikings against the Chargers, and the Chargers squeezed out a 2-point win. Redskins beat the Titans by 21. Miami spanked the Steelers by 14. We, of course, shut out the Jets. Bills beat the Seahawks. Jaguars beat the Browns. Surprise, surprise. Texans beat the Patriots. Denver beat the 49ers. New Orleans beat Tampa Bay. That's an NFC South matchup in your... Okay, well, it's the way that it goes. But that's a divisional matchup, and you're playing it in the preseason. I'm just saying that's not right. That's not right. Packers against the Cardinals. So, and they tied. So that was the game that the Cardinals tied in because they're 2-0-1 right now. And let's go ahead and take a look and see maybe how the Cardinals did in their first couple of preseason games. See if I can find them. So they beat the Ravens 21-17 on the road in their first preseason game. And let's see here if I can find them again in preseason week number 2. And they beat the Eagles 35-14. So they've, I know it's preseason, but it looks like the Cardinals have been playing pretty well. Let me see if I can see who they have, because I think they made a couple of offseason moves. So let's go ahead and quickly glance at the Cardinals roster, see what we're up against this week. Maybe they have a new quarterback. No, it's still Sam Bradford and Josh Rosen at quarterback. They also have Paxton Lynch as their third stringer. They obviously still have David Johnson. TJ Logan, I think he's been there for a couple of years. Do they still have Fitzgerald? No, they don't. Looks like Larry Fitzgerald retired, but they do have Bryce Butler. And they got John Brown. They must have brought him back. Julius Thomas is their new tight end. They also have, they still have Jermaine Gresham. See about defensive guys. Deion Jordan, he was still there. They still have Chandler Jones. Namichi. Reddick. Alec Ogletree. I think that's a new player. Yeah, I think that's new. He wasn't there. Deion Buchanan. And, of course, they still got Patrick Peterson, the best shutdown corner in the game. Jamar Taylor, yeah. Trey Boston. Man, so they're 2-0, and they don't really have a very talented team. I'm sorry, but I just got to say that. So we're taking on the Cardinals, wow, at 9 o'clock at night, but we're playing in Dallas. That's a late time to be playing. But, oh well. We played the first 2 preseason games on the road, so of course we got to play this one at home. So we're going to play this last preseason game and wrap it up Get ready for the regular season. For year number 2. So we got a matchup of 2 pretty good backs. We got David Johnson. We got Zeke, of course. So this will be interesting. All right. Let's take care of business against Arizona and wrap it up for tonight. Yeah, I'm gonna live stream this last game and
the coach. Welcome to the
call it
special
quits for the
Saturday
night.
edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Up next, we've got a good one on
Thank you to
tap
everybody who's checked out the live stream so far.
Arizona
Really appreciate it.
And the Dallas Cowboys. With that, let's get on over to AT&T Stadium in Arlington for the call from Jerry World. Here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle.
Dak's warming up, ready to go.
Arizona Cardinals and the Dallas Cowboys.
Normally,
Hello again,
I'm
everyone.
going to try to get the starters out of there as quickly as possible because they really had a great game against New York.
Preseason with 3 simple words.
They don't need to be playing too much.
And make sure you follow that.
We got Mike Wallace back there
we
returning
cannot have
kicks.
you hurt going into the season, but you're exactly right. Starters will play very little, if at all.
Let's see what we can do against the Cardinals. See if we can get our second preseason win and finish preseason 500.
We
We're
get
1-2
down to the
right now.
53-man number, and guys
Wallace?
will be fighting like mad to be included in it.
And not a bad return.
We never get a very solid kick return in this game. Doesn't matter what I do. They just don't allow it for some
So here
reason.
the Cowboys now
Just the way-
ready to
just
go
the way
on
Madden
offense
is.
for the first time. As we
Puts
get a
Dak
peek
back
at their
out there.
dynamic signal caller hailing from Mississippi State, it's Dak Prescott.
I love his mobility, and I think he continues to get better and better as a pocket passer. But how about just his plain intangibles that he brings to the position?
Right.
Mental toughness, as well as
Start out with a little bit of run play. Let's give Zeke as many touches as we can so we can get ready for the long haul.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott.
Idea to put the run play right there. Oh! I was going to get off that block, but didn't quite do that. Just bumped out of bounds before he could do anything spectacular.
What do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all
Zeke ball
times,
again,
and
let
they
him keep
operate as a
eating.
terrific unit.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. On 2nd down, Elliott.
No.
And he'll lose
Every
yardage
time
here,
I run to
going
the outside,
down
there's like
back
no
at the
blocking. They
28.
just don't pick it up.
He'll wind up losing a
I
yard
might
on
even
the
be
play.
scouting. I might even scout
third
a lot of
down.
offensive linemen in the
I said the
draft.
staff that's up in the booth watching
I don't
the
know about
game,
some of
they
these
may
dudes.
want to file that one away. See how fast the free safety closed to make that play? Might want to check into a throw the next time.
He can't find
Just sack him
anywhere to
the
go
first
with
drive.
it,
Can't
and
do
he
that.
goes down. The
Well,
center
that's how our first drive ends.
Sack on 3rd down, and it'll be a loss of 7. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother
Very
back
good
there,
point,
right?
actually, by
Man,
Chris
that's just so
Jones, if I must say
difficult for
so.
them because just think about every
And here come the
play.
Cardinals, so
You
let's see if we
decide
can
to
do
throw
well
the
on
football,
defense right here.
You're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
We got Sam Bradford. Sam, what you got?
The first carry now
There
is
you go.
Johnson. And
Wrap
he'll
up
lose
David
yardage
Johnson.
on the play back at the 45-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind
Right.
the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure
the
that you
oh.
bottle him in
Really?
at varying levels. Because if you
We're just going to let him gain the first down by running all over us? Okay. Okay.
The 15 yards there on
Julius
the catch and
Thomas,
run.
though?
I do believe
Out of
we'll
all the
see
tight
a little
ends,
bit
we're
more
just
of
going to let
this as this
Julius
game
Thomas do
progresses,
that?
Because when you can have that type of
Okay.
a game in the middle of the defense, It hurts him in so many ways because
Taco actually tackled him. Like, he tripped him up. David, like, jumped up in the air, and then he just fell down.
The seam routes, the end routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Oh,
Yeah, it
man.
takes a lot of courage and fortitude.
That was pretty crazy.
And he's got it.
Oh, this game, sometimes the animations really make me scratch my head. But it's Madden for you. They have glitches and funny stuff that
On
happens.
second down, Johnson.
Strange things happen.
And able to push his way forward here.
Like David Johnson running for 8 yards and
He's
running
able
over
to
like 10
rattle off
guys.
6 on the carry, and that'll get him to third and
Alright,
4.
so they have 4 yards to go.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
You can get off the field and give the ball back to the offense.
Bradford from the gun on third down. This is Johnson. He's got
Wide
it.
open in the middle.
And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line.
Moving the ball at will on this drive so far.
There as the drive will continue.
Answer for him.
So when you saw him dump it off to the back, did you think he was going to pick up the first down there?
Well, I knew one thing. It wasn't his primary target. At least it didn't look like it. Turned out to be the play they needed, though. And it's big because it's the opening drive.
Short.
So converting that third down, keeping
Yeah, we did.
not the play, the drive going.
Yeah, it certainly appeared like his downfield targets were covered. Threw a little dump off to his
I'll go
back.
after him. Change that to
Nice
DB
effort
blitz.
picking up the first down, though.
Probably
And
gonna
you're
run it with Johnson
That
right
opening
here, and you gotta
drive,
ready
keep
for
those chains moving.
They go back to the ground.
Well, we were ready for it, but they
And
still
he'll
gave
get
the
it
first
down
down.
this
But
time to
a
the
solid hit
17.
by Earl Thomas right there.
2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
Now, that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
All right.
Doubling this guy has
Second
to
and
be a
8.
priority
Let's get off
before
the
moving
field.
up to the next level because the big fella,
Hold
he
the
just
field
ate
goal.
that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look
And that's the end of the
fat. And we
first
said,
quarter,
nah,
so
man,
no
you're just a
score,
whole lot
didn't,
of
no
guy.
team really did
well
anything.
over 300 pounds. He's a
We
big
got
man.
we had a
Now,
3 and
prior
out
to
on
the
our
snap,
first
we hit
series,
all zeros
and
as
they
time has
have
run
pretty much
out
moved the
on
ball
the
at will
first
on us
quarter
so
of
far
play.
in this one.
Nothing,
But
our score. We're back to
we got the second
Arlington
quarter
in
coming
just a
up,
moment.
so
The NFL
See if we
on
can make-
EA
see if we can make a
Sports is
stop then.
presented by Snickers. You're not you and you're hungry. Snickers satisfies.
Ready to go now in the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Cardinals in possession of the football. They've got a second down and 8 to start things out.
and they got their backups in, so we got Rosen in there at QB, Logan's there in there at the backup, and running back. Almost got a pick there.
The tight end Jermaine Gresham, the intended
But,
receiver.
what
And
it
now
is.
it's third down. By the way, as we expected, most of the starting units out here in the second quarter. So get your 2 deep, your 3 deep,
Starters
your
are
4
done.
deep
Really
ready
didn't do
for
anything
this
on that
one.
first drive, first quarter. So we're gonna be rolling with backups for the rest of this one. But we got a nice deflection there by Antoine Biddle, our rookie defensive back, and that was a pretty good deflection because it forced them to a field goal.
Hey,
There we go. Got to have the rookies making plays here because they're going to be getting a lot of time in this one.
That we're in right now, the preseason.
Fourth preseason game, we find out who we're putting on practice squad, who we're cutting, and who we're keeping. So we forced Arizona to a field goal after the first string really, well, I mean, they took it down the field, but it was really the first string that took it down there. It was really Bradford and David Johnson just
they're going to be able to keep guys all
moving
the
the
way
ball
through.
downfield.
So guys who would normally not have a chance to finish out the preseason, they'll get that chance now and get more opportunities to get on tape.
Got a pretty solid return there with Gutierrez. We might have to make him the kick returner. If he keeps that up, yeah, I think we will. If he has a couple of other solid returns in this game, oh yeah, I think we could see him. I think I could see him as our
deep
kick
inside
returner
their
a couple
own
of times.
territory, which means you're going to lose the field
That's
position
extra
battle as
speed
a
on him,
general
which is good.
rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Get the catch right there for us.
That's what they're looking for here. And he'll be brought down right
Gutierrez
at the
going a little bit.
45-yard line. A gain of
Being a
6
rookie, you
there
got
on
to feed
first.
him.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. They'll run it now out of the gun.
We go French, great blocking, shrugged off a tackler, a big gain of 19 yards.
That's good for 19 and a first
Running
down.
back doing work.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
On first down, Kessler.
Gotta catch those deep. Can't drop those.
That'll bring up second down.
Especially if you want more reps.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
Second and 10. Here's Kessler again.
He dropped it again. But in my defense, I was leading him into a crowd, so not all his fault.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think that they come
on a hot round. We had Gallup run the curl, which was a nice call.
His first catch, and it's a pretty
Gallup in his second year in Colorado State.
Now that was pretty.
They didn't do a whole lot last season, but that was mostly because he was buried on the depth chart behind some other receivers he had. And obviously with us trading away Terrence Williams with more space for other guys to do their thing. Deontay Thompson gets the catch over the middle and gains 8 yards.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Let's run it with French, see if we can pick up the first down with him on the stretch play. I'm not quite a fan of this. I think that's your blunt dive. Just go right up the middle between the tackles. Get the first. There we go. Run French. Oh, but he's hurt. That's not good.
And now it looks like we've got a Cowboy shaking.
Don't like to see rookies get hurt, especially in
preseason.
No, that's not good. So we're probably going to bench him for the rest of the night. Well, Bo Scarborough's probably going to be getting the. Bo Scarborough will be our workhorse for the rest of the night.
From the shotgun, Kessler.
That was a bad decision.
Intercepted at the goal line.
Audible to the curl route with Gutierrez. Totally messed up on that throw and threw a pick. That was not Kessler's fault. I'll eat that one. That was my own fault. But since they picked it off so close by the end zone, and the ball at the 6-yard line, trying to drive out of the shadow, see if we can put the pressure on him. Force him into a deep punt. Through sternum, so yeah. Well, he was going to be done for the rest of the game anyway. So hopefully, French isn't out for too long. We only have 3 running backs, and he's one of them. And I'd like to have at least one active back behind Zeke.
This is Logan.
Oh, we made the tackle with Dante Jones over at about the 2. Nice job. Alright, let's go with overload blitz because I'm pretty sure they're going to be running this one up the middle, and maybe we can get a safety on them.
As they come up now, 3rd and long. On 3rd down.
No, not quite, but we did make the tackle, and it's a 2-minute warning, so we got a free timeout. So a pretty good stop by the defense. We forced him to a field goal, or a punt, I should say. Let's see if Gutierrez can get another solid return here. That was a pretty bad punt anyway, but a solid goal anyway by Gutierrez. Solid run anyway.
Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10.
Texas here.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last
Gutierrez, there we go. Oh, now he's hurt. Come on.
Now after the completion,
so he's grabbing his shoulder too. That's not
while the training staff takes a peek,
well, Gutierrez is probably done for the rest of this one. Well, we're going to be playing with a couple of backups, so it looks like Gallup is taking his spot. We'll go ahead and see what Gallup can do in this situation. Here we go, Gallup. Get in that end zone. Touchdown. There we go. There we go, Gallup.
Michael Gallup, a 22-yard touchdown.
Do your dance. There you go.
Cowboys on
down.
For 6.
Broken collarbone.
He just made a great
man.
route.
Gutierrez is probably out for
sure, but a great route run there.
a good amount
Brandon,
of
this is
weeks.
what the best receivers do. They
Well,
work
that's not
on
good.
their route running.
He was playing
Because
so
it's one thing
well.
to have athletic
He was
ability,
hurt. We thought he
but
was
to
going
really
to
get
make him the
open,
kick
you
return
have
and
to
punt
set up
return based on
defensive
how he
backs
was
with
playing.
different routes and be precise
But
in your
plan
cuts.
B. I guess we'll have to
Extra
keep Mike
point
Wallace
up and
back
good
there.
by Bailey. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go
But
down to a
regardless
knee, and
of
they'll start
the
at
Gutierrez
25.
injury, we got the touchdown, and
So
we're up
now
7-3 on the Cardinals.
And hoping to do
And,
better
they got
than
like
they did their last possession when they
1:38
punted the
to
football.
go. So
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive
doubt they'll be able to
line.
do
Tell them
a
they
whole
control
lot
your
on this
fate.
drive.
Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to
Start
win
presenting,
first down. You win
getting
second
anything.
down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not pump the ball again.
Now it's Rosen. Open
Way to
there.
wrap
It's
that
Kirk
one,
complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Now Rosen to throw on second down.
sack.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes
Great
down.
job. Jordan
They'll get
Lewis?
to the
Yep,
line
that was
here, but
Lewis.
remember, it's also third down.
Way to make the tackle. Way to get in there on the blitz.
They go play action. It's Rosen. And able to find Kirk complete. And they'll get it all the way
that
up
was a
about
bad
5
completion.
yards
Just
shy
let
of
him
midfield.
gain it all
The
back.
Cardinals going to use
That
the
guy
first of
running
their
wide open.
timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Throwing now, Rosen on first down. And this one complete to
Probably knocked it
Jermaine
away.
Gresham.
He didn't.
Now the Card's going to call
Well,
another
they're moving the
timeout.
ball down the
Their
field pretty
second.
easily on us.
As
So.
the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go
Really
until
turn this drive into
halftime.
points.
This quarterback now 3 out of 5 since taking over as he's given his guys a first down. Rosen will throw. And Gresham has it left side. And he's going to get
Gresham
this
with another
inside
grab.
the 30. Another
Clock's still
13
running, though,
yards there, twice in a
so,
row. They're on the
not
move.
really
Another
hurrying it
first
up.
down as well.
I'm surprised.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
They'll look to throw on first down with Josh Rosen. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. That throw
I guess they're just
good
gonna
for
kick a
4.
field goal.
It's second down.
When you see zone
surprised.
defense and you know you've got a drag route
If
on
we
as
get the
your
ball to
primary
start
call,
the-
you got to be
wait,
really
do we?
careful
No,
as a
we
passer
don't.
about how far you let
They
your
get the
guy
ball to
go,
start the
'cause he
second
might
half. I think
wander
that's
into
why
some
they're
tough
taking the sweet
coverage.
time.
Again, it's Rosen. Finding his safety valve.
There we go,
here. That's
Frazier. Nice
complete.
tackle.
Now a timeout. 7
Timeout.
seconds left in the
So it
first
looks like they're
half.
going to just go ahead and kick a field goal. Yep.
So on third down, the field goal unit will
miss
come
it.
out as they'll try to get 3 before
How big
half.
the kicker is.
He hit his first. Now this from 43. And 4 back.
Well, we made that one, so they're back within
And they'll
1.
get it back within a point at
3 seconds to go.
7-6.
We can't really
So
do
the
much
3
with that.
points here, they're still down,
But we'll
but they
see.
put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit
Thompson on
better
the
effort in
return
the
right
second
here.
half.
Let's see if we can break free. Not really.
So we are halfway
So we're going to go into the
through
half
the
up
final
7-6
week
on
of
the Cardinals.
preseason. As we'll get you over to Orlando,
Second stringer's
standing
pretty
by
solid on
is
that last
Jonathan
drive.
Coachman.
We
He
had
has
Cody
our EA
Kessler throw a
Sports
touchdown to
halftime
Michael
report.
Gallup.
All right, Brandon, thanks very
So
much.
Kessler's looked pretty good in these last 2 preseason games that we've had him as our backup quarterback.
From tonight. The annual NFL
I think we'll be
kickoff
keeping him
game,
around for
and
the
that
regular
promises
season in case
to be
anything
a
happens to
dandy.
Dak.
In our game, the starters are long gone, but still some intrigue to see guys trying to make a late roster
Unfortunately,
push.
we've had a couple
As
of
we get
injuries to
back
deal
out
with
to
on
Brandon
offense.
and Charles.
Our rookie
All right,
wide
Coach,
receiver
thank
Sergio
you, and we
Gutierrez is
welcome
out for the
everyone
game and
back for
probably for the
quarter
foreseeable
number
future with
3.
a broken collarbone.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume
French,
action here
our
in
rookie
quarter
running
number
back,
3.
also has a
That's
bruised
fielded in the
sternum,
end
so
zone.
he's out for this game,
And
and
no
he
run
might miss a
back
couple
here.
more
This will be a
games.
touchback, and it comes out
So
to
we'll
the
have to see.
25-yard
Might have to pick up
So
some
here's
guys
the
off the
Cardinals
waiver wire
offense now as
or
they get
promote
set
some
to
guys from the
start
practice
this
squad. We might have
third
to
quarter.
promote
They're
Cedric
down
Wilson
here,
from the
but very
practice
much
squad
in this
if
game.
need be.
What's the tonality of
Just
a
for some
coach's
depth at
talk
receiver.
when a game is within
Might just do
striking
that instead
distance
of
like
going
this
out
at
and signing
intermission?
somebody.
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and
And I don't
wanting
really feel
more
like
of
doing
that.
that.
Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because because there's a reason you're down.
Taco was out there covering.
I think
He
they
almost
want to
got a
stay
hit.
positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
And they get him down, but not
Butler
before
got
he
loose
takes
on
it
us.
across the 40-yard line.
Former Cowboy.
He goes for 18.
I guess he's still with the Cardinals because in real life they cut him, and then Dallas picked him up, and then of course because we traded for Cooper in real life, we cut him. And Bryce Butler just suited up, and he didn't even do anything in his short stint back with us. That was just stupid.
They run with Logan.
Man, this Logan dude is killing us.
Across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
I just noticed this like last minute, but it looked like Scooby Wright, who's a linebacker. They had him lining up at tight end. I don't know what that was about. I guess they needed blockers, or I don't know what. All I know is it's strange. Let's tackle Shaquille.
But the way to open up throwing the ball is to run it. And they've run it well here to start the second half. What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface.
That's way off.
Pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Third down and 7.
But it's incomplete.
You gotta get off this field at some point.
Both of these defenses,
just drive the ball on us all day.
This one.
No doubt about it. And in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big
Our second-string defense is really struggling now.
Near the 20-yard line, just shy of the
Doing
20.
everything he wants us.
A good pick up there of 20 yards.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
Credit the tackle there to Jordan Lewis. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game.
Oh, yeah, false start. I'll take that.
And I believe they'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
So that'll back them up 5.
So now it's 2nd and 11. Okay.
Still second down.
And that false start penalty is certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long.
Here we go. 3-19.
On play action, Rosen.
Can't get off my block. Take it off. Oh, almost Jalen.
Intercepted.
Oh, you had a chance, dude. You gotta pick those.
Would have been a great time for the first, but instead it's 3rd down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. Throwing the outright incomplete.
Butler getting another first down on
And
us.
down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments.
There we go.
Or run a few
Thought he was going to break a tackle and get into the end zone.
The overall essence of the running
Tackle,
game.
and now it's 3rd and 5. Let's at least force him to a field goal defense.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly...
He is into the end zone.
Gresham was wide open, and they got that touchdown on us.
Jermaine Gresham, a 5-yard touchdown.
They're going for 2.
The Cardinals are in for 6. Well, they had their chances in the first half.
Shut up
They
right
had
here.
to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got out.
There we go. Sack. No 2 points for use.
Sack back at the 9-yard line.
Well, they tried to get 2.
There you go,
And ended
Shaquille.
up getting none because
Way to
the
make the
quarterback
play.
had nowhere to go. The ball ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. Set to return now. Here's Deontay Thompson.
Pretty solid return by Thompson.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
Logan, get off of him. Logan.
The Cowboys offense
Don't fall asleep on my player, sir.
Of the second half.
That was funny.
They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really
to
set
the
tone here in quarter
with
3.
them up 5,
really
we got to get a
charge,
touchdown here.
And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half.
Panic mode. Shoot!
He's going to have to eat
Golly.
this one as down he goes.
Trying to do anything to Kessler right there.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Kessler looks to throw on second down. Throw left side.
Go.
That's Thompson.
Deontay Thompson ran the fade route right there. That's a nice audible. Nice hot route right there, call.
They go play action here on first down. That's into the hands
Gallup.
of Gallup over the middle.
Well, if you know, Gutierrez is hurt, we're gonna let you get some, Gallup.
They get 10 more there.
And Kessler is 7 of 10 for over 100 yards. Bad.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss,
I'll just let it
get upfield for the extra
All right,
yardage.
so we're going to the fourth quarter. We're down by 5. We got the backups in here. Let's see if they can lead us to a comeback win.
And they're not going to get
Cardinals really held the ball for
another
practically that
play,
entire
we will
third quarter,
switch
so
ends as
defensively we
the
just had no
third
answer
quarter
when they
has
got
come to
down
a
to the goal line.
close. We'll return with more preseason
Nice catch there by
football on
Deontay
EA
Thompson.
Sports.
Has us in business. Let's see if we can close this out in the fourth quarter.
It's the
Get this
Cowboys in
last
possession of the
preseason win.
football, but they trail here as we begin the fourth quarter of play. On 1st and 10, here's Kessler.
God, Thompson way to come open on that slant by
Thompson.
hot
And he's
route
going to
too.
get this down near the 30-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Now a play fake here on first down.
It's wide open to the right side for Gallup. There we go.
Inside the 20
Nice
before he's
catch.
brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, particularly running away from someone.
Keep your feet in bounds, Gallup.
Coming out on the other end.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tap and foot
What a block! Oh my God! And we fumbled.
The Cardinals have got it.
Oh.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Unbelievable, y'all.
Now it looks like we've got a Cowboy shaken up down there on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back.
Scarborough's hurt too. Wow, we've lost both of our running backs in this game.
So they need to determine
Oh, good,
if
they're
that
reviewing it. Maybe his knee was down. I think it was, actually. Hopefully they see
to make
it.
sure that the ball was possessed as they were going through it, that the ball wasn't working its way free before the knee hit the ground.
Yeah, knee hit, then the ball came out.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
Nice. But Scarborough has a quadriceps strain and will not be able to return for this game. So, I guess we just have to put Zeke back in the game.
Formation here defensively.
Oh my goodness. This is not ideal. We don't need you out there, Zeke. I probably won't give him the ball that much. I won't. Come on, Hearns. We got a first down, though. Hearns down in the game for some reason. We're losing it because we're losing rookies left and right.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep
dump it over and get him into the end zone.
And give the quarterback a really nice target.
Oh well, that's probably a bad decision.
But this one winds up to be incomplete. I want to go back to something you said in the first quarter.
All right, second goal.
It is a positive.
Okay.
About winning the turnover battle. As a visiting team, as an underdog, you were right. They've done just that, and look where it's gotten them.
It's part of the formula. When you go on the road, as you mentioned, being an underdog, winning the turnover battle is a big key, and this one's playing out in this one.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
And we just saw another example. These cornerbacks have played tight coverage all game long. Might start wanting to think about a few double, triple move routes to try and shake their guys free.
You're right, they have had no room to breathe. 3rd and goal, Kessler.
Oh, Keith Smith dropped it. Come on. Oh.
How about the defensive stand here from first
Oh,
and goal,
they want us to go for it? Okay.
Yeah, I think people wonder why didn't they try and run it at least once in there? But once the first incompletion happened, it's almost like they were committed to throwing the ball from then on out.
Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal.
The backup lineman in there. Don't trust Zeke at all. Just not in the situation.
As expected, they're going for it.
Absolutely no blocking when we got sacked.
They're turned away on 4th
Man,
and goal.
that was all bad. That was all bad. We had a chance to score a touchdown and we just blew it. Mostly because we're having to put some crazy backups in there. Like, Tyron Smith was lined up at tight end to go catch on that route. But I didn't want to throw it to him because I know his catching is... Oh, we got a fumble! Yes! Wow. Who stripped that away? Was that Earl? Nice. Just what we needed.
We talk about just how costly a mistake that was, but
yeah, there's no way they were doing that because he stripped the ball out and then it hit the ground, and that was totally a fumble. Way to go, way to go.
Got to worry about making the team. Those types of errors don't help you.
On 1st down.
Thompson open again on that slant, breaks the tackle. There we go. All right, redemption here. Let's get in the end zone for real. We need to not mess around. We were moving methodically the whole way through. It's just when we got down by the goal line, we just self-destructed.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it.
Oh my, no. Oh my God. Kessler, really? Man, you're slowly playing your way out of our backup quarterback. Oh, man. This is probably definitely a fumble. Yeah, the ball was, I think it was totally out.
I do tend to agree with you. That mistake, that's
still got time, but we got to make a stop on defense.
You're in great shape, yet you don't take care of the football. But they'll be going over that like crazy in the upcoming
Well, this is definitely preseason football for you.
They'll run it here with Logan. And he's going to be met at the line of
get another
scrimmage
kick on Rosen. That'd be great.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care
Another
of it.
first down game by Butler.
Oh,
they're eating us alive.
A really nice pickup of 14
now we're at the 2-minute warning. We're down by 5.
Time for a break.
Not looking too good.
We'll come back,
We squandered the last 2 opportunities to score. And we can't do that if we expect to win games like this, especially slugfests.
So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Well, they're going to be running the rest of the way, so I'm keying on the run. Don't want to let Logan get free.
And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39, green 39.
They run again with Logan.
He ran backwards. That was pretty stupid.
At the 40. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12.
All right, here we go. Green.
And they'll go ground game here with the tailback.
There we go.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line.
I kind of want to burn my timeout, but I also kind of just want to save it. Ankle sprain will return soon.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one. And might
all right,
just
well,
put that aside.
we're going to get the ball back with just over a minute to go.
And
We're going to see what Cody Kessler's made of here. Thought we could get a nice punt return by Lewis, but we still have some decent field position to start off the drive. Still got one timeout left, though. But Kessler, this is where we see what you're made of. He fumbled the ball last time. Defense made a stop, gave us a shot.
In his memory bank, he's drawing on times that he's done this before. Not necessarily in the NFL. College, high school, pee-wee ball, wherever. Anything positive that he remembers about taking a team downfield with a chance to win, he's going to draw for this drive.
I'm sure that these guys live for these moments. Here we go. 15 yards is the pickup there.
Field goal won't help us. We need a touchdown.
First down. He's back to throw. And Bryant's got it over the middle.
Dez is in the game. We don't need that.
He's able to take it down.
Oh, injury timeout for the Cardinals. Thank you.
Good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Back to throw. Got some real estate.
Thompson come open again. Nice job.
Complete. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs. Back to throw.
Oh!
Complete, a drop there in the middle third of the field.
Oh, you had it, Thompson. You would have caught that, and you would have gone for a lot more.
There have been quite a few plays they might look back on and say, we really have hurt ourselves, and that was another example.
And this is late-game execution. Everything on the line, so it all has to come together properly. The throw's made. Where's the catch? Got to catch in that spot.
That first down.
10 that time as he was
able to burn that final timeout.
Get a nice gain.
And
on 3rd and inches, we're going to get a whistle.
So now it's 3rd and inches, but I'm not really caring about.
12 seconds to go in the football game. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. He'll look to throw.
Darn. We just got to pick a play.
The 16-yard line. Chandler Jones.
Damn it, we're not going to get it off. Oh, that's game. Didn't get enough time. If we had like 2 more seconds to spare, we would have been able to get the play off. And might have been able to get a shot. But anyway, we're going to lose our 4th preseason game to the Cardinals, 12-7. Backups looked pretty good for the most part, if I'm being honest, but unfortunately, we really stalled in the red zone with Kessler. We fumbled the ball through interceptions.
Too bad it's not FIFA soccer, right?
Really just a tough game for the backups. A pretty bad way for them to end the preseason, if I'm being honest. But preseason is done. We'll move on to the regular season.
For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin.
So training camp is over. Let's get ready for the regular season.
Find us on Twitter
at week 1, but I'll take a look at that and show you guys before the end of the live stream.
With that, we say good
so we'll go ahead and glance at the player stats for the Cowboys. Cody Kessler had a QB rating of 91.3, 15 of 22 for 191 yards, 68% completion percentage. Had a pretty solid game, actually, but he threw an interception, which really hurt because it was in the red zone, too. Leading rusher, of course, was Terrell French, who was probably gone for a little bit. Scarborough had -2 yards. No production from the running game, really. Michael Gallup led us in receiving yards, 6 catches, 83 yards, and a touchdown. Deontay Thompson 5 for 72, and Sergio Gutierrez had 2 for 23. He would have had more targets if he didn't get injured. So we'll see what happens with that front. Leader in tackles was Earl Thomas with 5. Malik Collins had 4. Xavier Woods had 4. Kayvon Frazier had 3. And the rest of these guys had 1. Oh, Shaquem Griffin had 4 too. Pretty solid game for him. Joe Thomas with 3 and Jalen Smith with 3. I think we got 1 sack in this game. Yep, with Jordan Lewis. I think we got a pick. Did we get a pick? Nope, no interceptions. We threw interceptions, but we didn't get one. We fumbled the ball a couple times. Kessler had a fumble. Scarborough had a fumble in his limited action. So, what can you do? Just one of those games. Go ahead and upgrade Jordan Lewis right here and kind of get ready to wrap this up. All right. Well, let's take a look at the injury report before we finish everything off here. Leighton Vander Esch is actually out for 6 weeks with a foot fracture. Very unfortunate. So Terrence West, our other running back, is out with a broken collarbone, and Sergio Gutierrez is out with a broken collarbone. 4 weeks for West, and 8 weeks for Gutierrez. So got a couple of injuries to deal with right now to start off the season. So we only have 2 active running backs. Might have to pick up somebody else, but we'll see. So let's go ahead and advance to next week. And our first opponent, our opponent for opening day is we are going to face the Chicago Bears, and we are playing them at home. So we're going to go ahead and wrap up this live stream. Once again, thank you to everybody for liking, commenting, and subscribing. This is your boy Maitland, and I'm out. Hope you guys have a great night and a great rest of your Halloween.